We have been having countless of this kind of election in the past. Since 1999 till now, we are thinking this will be the fairest election Nigeria will witness. Because this is the only option. Because when they did that of the Ekiti and Osun, it was very transparent. You can see that maybe the PDP is getting this, APC is getting that, Labour is getting this, ADC is getting that, in a live television. You are the one that introduced beavers. I was not the one that introduced it. You sought for it, and the National Assembly approved it. The president assented to it. It became a law. Why now declining from using the beavers?
Okay, so
and transmitting the results electronically.
Take you off the subject a little.
Okay.
Now you have been in Ghana for some time.
Okay.
Before the Nigerian election, the ex-president of Ghana amended the INEC, that the INEC is a listening body, that the INEC has taken all contribution from the people involved, the parties, the stakeholders, to consideration, and has promised to, like you said, use the electronic whatever in the election. Now, after the election, we have all witnessed that was not what the promise was not honored.
Yeah. You
have been in Ghana for some time. So comparing to our EC, I don't know if you like to comment on that. Comparing to our EC, do you think that we should expect something different from our EC, taking into consideration the government is in power, the incumbents who also want to win? Do you think that our EC can do a better job than the INEC, or you think that it will be all the same? Government in power wouldn't actually sit down for an opposition to take place, and so do you think that our EC can be influenced just like the INEC was influenced?
You see, Ghana is a special country. I'm not saying this for saying sake. Even if the government in power wants to install their party member as the next president, it can't be like that of Nigeria.
It can't be that of Nigeria.
Now, I'm coming. You see, your electoral laws and how you people follow the constitution is quite different from how we follow ours. I'm telling you, something is stated in the electoral law that you must transmit the results electronically from the polling units based on what is in the beavers. I know this election, a lot of people had their faith, their trust in it, that maybe this will be a fair election for the first time that Nigeria will witness. But the opposite is the answer. So based on Ghana own, I'm very sure the people understands the law. In Ghana, a child in primary school will tell you, I know my rights, I know the laws, because they were being taught in schools. They know their rights. Even an adult knows that this thing should be like this or like that. I urge them to improve, because I know they can't decline. They rather improve in the electoral laws to see that better laws are being put in place to ensure credible election. But for them to behave like Nigeria, I don't know. I can't speak for the government in power in Ghana, but I'm very sure, I'm very, very sure that the EC is better equipped and they are ready to deliver a quality election than what we witnessed last week.
Nigeria.
Based on the last election I witnessed here in Ghana, you see that somebody will vote, the vote will be counted, you see it being recorded. But you are seeing a situation whereby you voted in a certain place and the result is being counted in a different place.
That is Nigeria.
Yes.
Your result is not counted at the place where you voted.
If it was counted, why can't they transmit it from the polling unit? Why did they suspend the use of online
Okay,
transmission.
online transmission.
No, the beavers worked in some places, but not in all the
I think
places.
it also happened in
Because
Ghana.
with the beavers, it's stated that the thing need to capture you, biometric something.
Data.
Yes, it has to capture you. This one is not that you be tearing the ballot paper and be voting. This one have to capture you to ensure that the person that is voting was already captured in the beavers. So the result that should come into the beavers has to do with what was recorded in the beavers. Okay. But now we are seeing a situation whereby some places where the beavers was not used is now being recorded. You find out that somewhere in Delta, people saw some ballot paper of the Labour Party being thrown away.
Oh.
So who owns those votes? How sure are we that those votes was counted? So I believe Ghana will do more better than Nigeria through their EC.
Have you voted in Nigeria before?
Yes, I've been voting till I voted 2015, but 2019 I didn't
Okay,
vote.
so I would like to compare, since you've already been in Nigeria and voted,
Yeah.
you also been in Ghana. Have you been in Ghana when voting was?
Yes, I think I was here when they voted.
2016.
No. This last
2020.
yes.
Okay. So comparing the two, the past voting process and everything, do you think that Ghana's own is peaceful?
There is sharp, there is clear difference in it. One, the peaceful nature of the election in Ghana is highly commendable. And the people were so civil in exercising their franchise. There was no disturbance of any kind. The EC were doing their job, the people were doing their job, the party agents were doing their job. There was no atom of
is it not the same
malpractice
in Nigeria?
Oh, my brother, I don't want to talk about that one. Let's finish this one.
Really, but there were cases of violence in some parts of, especially you were staying somewhere in the Brunhaf region.
Yes.
So there were cases of
my brother, when you want to describe if there is
if you want to describe violence, it's not Ghana
if
violence.
You want to describe violence, just you can say there was a little misunderstanding. They use the word misunderstanding. There can be
when you are comparing violence to Nigeria, I should use the word violent.
There was nothing like violence in Ghana. Just use maybe misunderstanding. Maybe I quarrel with you. Maybe anything that is not. Do you know what is violence?
No, people according to report, people.
You need to go and make use of a dictionary. Misunderstanding is different.
People died during those elections.
My brother, in every society there must be deviance. I'm not saying it because maybe you people may not have recorded any problem in Ghana, but it is on the barest minimum.
Okay.
And that's why I want you to use the word misunderstanding. The people were so civil or was so civil during that election in 2020. Where I watched, because I didn't come out, I was just going on my own. I watched some of the programs online and I saw some people voting. But what I saw was a civil and organized election.
Wow.
It's not something you should ask me. You cry, you know it. And then I will be saying, is there any... the difference is there.
I'm just trying to compare Ghana's EC to
EC Ghana is a worthy institution. There might be some
of course, you
issues.
cannot have 100%.
Yes, there might be issue, but is on the management level.
I understand what you are saying. Based on what you are saying, I think that what you are trying to say is that even though there is an incumbency, that government is in power,
yes,
but you don't think that the government can buy the EC to a point like how the INEC was influenced in Nigeria, to the point where they did everything possible openly. My
dear, this is Africa. Anything can happen in Africa.
No, I am trying to say that.
I'm trying to reply you. I'm trying to reply you that we are in Africa.
Okay.
We are in Africa. Anything can go. Happen, yeah. Anything can happen. So I don't want to use anything. I don't want to speak on what I don't know. This is Africa, anything can happen. But what I'm trying to say, the institution called EC is far better than
that of
Ghana. But the influence from the presidency in Ghana to the EC, I don't want to talk about that.
You cannot
No. I can't determine what will happen. But I know, for the one that I've seen, the election here was done peacefully. The people voted, and they saw that their votes was counted.
That is it.
So, in Africa, anything is possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. I think that you have given us the. I wanted the comparison, but I think that for now. So, what would you tell the opposition, the parties in Ghana? You are political analyst. What would you tell parties in Ghana in relation in their dealings with the EC? Do you think that they should trust the EC to do a good job, or they should be vigilant and try to be? The opposition party NDC has already been on the neck of the EC, always trying to read meanings into their actions. But
that's politics.
Okay.
The work of opposition is to ginger the main party to do the right thing. If there is any country that doesn't have opposition, that means that what you're experiencing is just like one-man rule. If the opposition is not doing well, you see it in the faces of the people and the government. But when the opposition is working very well, you as government, you as the president, or you as the EC will know that these people are watching you. Okay. They serve as the watchdogs of the government. They see what you are not seeing, or what you have seen, but you neglect it or you overlooked it.
But in other ways to the country,
what I urge,
be raising issues because they have been there and they knew what they did. So
everybody is clamoring to get the power. Power is too precious. So
it's sweet.
My dear, it's not just sweet. You can have money.
If you don't have power.
If you don't have power, you can utilize that money very, very well. But when you have power and you have money, you find out that everything under the earth
is under your control.
It's under your control. Only the human life that you don't have access to.
Sometimes you can even control life to some point.
My brother, that's true, especially in Africa, where somebody will sit down and allocate all the powers to one person. So what I urge the government or the politicians in Ghana is to reach out to the people, ensure that dividends of democracy is being spread to the people. The poor masses need to feel the impact of governance. You see, you don't need to depend. I prefer you shouldn't depend on the EC to work your way in, but
just do what you're supposed to do.
Work with the people, because it is the people that will vote you in.
I was telling someone that if you were able to get a larger margin, no matter how the EC rigs election,
the rigging will be very difficult.
Yes, but if you get closer results, then the rigging will be easier.
You see,
so instead of the opposition, our own opposition NDC to be always on the neck of the EC, they should rather be going to the hinterlands and going to the people, talking to them, finding ways and means to win at a very larger margin.
That is the target. The people should be the target,
not the EC.
Not the EC. EC is doing that. They are being paid. The people is the target. Work with the people. Like as I'm talking to you, if I happens to be a politician in Ghana and I see where my impacts need to be felt by the people and I didn't do it, don't expect the people to reciprocate back during the election time. If there are things you need to do it. Don't wait. They can't elect you and you run away from the people. You go to Accra and stay without one or two impacts.
So the issue that what I take from what you said, that no party should depend on the EC.
Every
so
party
to say
should
for any fair whatever.
Work with the people.
Just work with the people.
Work with the people. You know, it will help. It will ease the tension. People need to feel the impact of governance at the local and national level.
But a party in opposition, how can a party in opposition work with the people? Because they're already in opposition. They don't have power.
For the fact that you are in opposition should be a good reason for you to work with the people. Are you getting me? Okay. It should be a good reason for you to work with the people. You should do more better if you are in opposition. How will people choose you instead of me if you are not working very well? If you're not working very well and I'm not working very well, the little money I'm getting, I'll use it on you. I will use it against you during the election time. But if you are with the people and you are working with the people, you ensure that what is needed by the people is being provided to them. They will trust you.
Okay.
The trust is what that matters. You see, building trust is very, very difficult. But if you are able to build it, make sure you don't destroy it by yourself.
Okay, so I think we will end it here.
Okay.
If you want to speak, I think we can speak for the whole day.
Oh, no problem.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Thanks for your time. Okay.